In 2018, Giants brought us Farming Simulator 19. And in fourth quarter, 2021, Giants is going to bring us, finally, Farming Simulator 22. Now, it's important to note that this is not gameplay footage. This is just a CGI trailer. But look here, we've got seasons coming to the base game. Amazing. Fourth quarter, 2021, for all platforms. That includes old consoles and new. Now, I haven't had a chance to take a look at a lot of these photos for long, but one of the first things that stood out to me with the cows was take a look at the detail on the hair on the cow's pelt. Now, it's important to remember that all of these images are still work in progress, but look at that ground, that deep, rich, dark ground texture. We've got the corn stalks on the right here, and then on the left, the texture of the corn right before it's being harvested with this Fendt forage harvester. Absolutely amazing. Now, from this image, the thing that really I find striking is take a look at that cultivated ground texture with the plants all worked in there. And then also, if we take a close look inside the cab, we can see our first hints at some new designs for the characters here in Farming Simulator 22. And now we move on to kind of a frontal shot of a Massey Ferguson pulling a Kuhn seeder. And again, we get to see the ground from the chaff, the harvested ground texture to the seeded ground texture. But is it a coincidence that in all of these shots so far, the new characters have been a little bit obfuscated? So we get a little more of a hint of this particular player's avatar, but not so clear of an image to really pick out the differences between the avatars in FS22 from the FS19 avatars. Now, looking at the sky in this image, we see some hopefully more voluminous clouds. I know Farm Sim 19 got a lot of flack with respect to the sky. Hopefully that is going to be something that is really honed in 22. It's starting to look a lot better, at least in this particular screenshot, where we've got the New Holland harvester bringing in some wheat, it looks like. Take a look at that harvested texture again. We've got the chaff coming out, the individual particles. Everything is just looking stunning at this point. And now it is my pleasure to show you 4 images from the game, from the same location, showing the different seasons. So here we have spring. We can see we've got nice green foliage. We've got a nice little creek running through here. Off in the left, we can see a little bit of a footbridge there. Now, take a look at that barn. That barn looks really nice. I do hope, indeed, we actually have a functional barn like that in 22. We get a little hint of some of the silos here also, and then a little bit of a metal shed or something over here on the right. Now, progressing through into summer, we get a nice deeper green. Again, really nice and rich foliage. We then progress the image on into autumn, and wow, look at that color differential. Now, this is going to be the very first time that seasons or seasonal changes are a part of the base game in Farming Simulator. Now, winter is upon us here, and there's a couple very key points that I want to point out here. One, the creek is now covered in snow. So in Farm Sim 19, when we have snow, the water doesn't get covered. But here we have snow covering the creek. You can see our footbridge. We've got a little bit of a barn that was obscured by the trees. We see our silo here. We've got our other barn, some more silos off in the distance. And then this barn here, really interesting barn. I'm wondering if this is the same barn that we saw way back in the cow image, because that building looked really, really nice. But some really good refinements to what we see here. We've got snow on the roofs. We've got water being covered by snow. That is really, really interesting. And then we'll end this section here on seasons with a combined image where we see from left to right, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, all through the exact same scene. All right, guys, that is it That is our quick kind of announcement of Farming Simulator 22 coming to a platform near you in Q4 of 2021.